Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I am jumping in here. I'm gonna jump in a couple minutes early, say hi to everyone before we get the game started. While I get the game started. So, welcome. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Alright. We are playing some more Star Trek Resurgence. I was playing this, I was streaming this last night, and we are fast approaching the ending. We are fast approaching the ending. At least it seems so. So I wanted to get an early stream in. I do have something to do tonight, so probably no stream later tonight. But I am free this afternoon, and I am determined to finish this game. I think we only have a couple hours left, maybe? Like, it feels like it's kind of hitting that climax. So I'm starting now to give us a little bit of time. I am going to try my hardest to finish this up today. I know it's sad. This is episode 5, I believe. So, that being said, I've got the game up and running. You can probably hear a little bit of the game audio. Let me switch that over there so I can hear the game audio. And with that, where we left off last time, we formed an alliance with Portal 6-3, a Tkon who then Commander William T. Riker made a deal with, and has since been on this planet for 600,000 years. He is the guardian of the Tkon, so to speak, and he says these Tkon that we are fighting against are not true Tkon, so he's willing to help us. Now, that being said, when he came on board, he's helping us track the Tkon technology that is on board the ship that has some of our crew on it. Now, we also discovered Tkon technology aboard the Resolute, placed there recently before the Tkon left the ship. Or after the Tkon left the ship, excuse me. I hit a button. I hit a button on the keyboard. And it was placed there, we suspect, the only suspect we really have is Captain Solano. So, is the captain a Tkon? He has refused his bioscans up until now, found some excuse to not do it, but we have enlisted the help of Dr. Duval, the only member of the crew who can deem a captain unfit for duty. So we are going to try to get this out of him, and perhaps, perhaps take over the ship. We shall see. So, before we begin, we have a couple more minutes. I was planning for a 1 o'clock stream. I forgot to get some water. So, I will be right back. Stay tuned for more Star Trek Resurgence. I'm gonna go ahead and flip over to the game, turn off my mic, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Every minute counts here. We got game audio, we got mic audio. The blood of battle. So we've also got the Illydians. Like, we were trying to escape this Illydian ship. We found some allies, but they promptly died at the hands of the Tkon. That is loud.
Done.
Hold on. Might turn down game audio just a touch, because that is loud.
I thought we'd be stopped dead. At least I could impulse power.
The Tkon enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
So I need to get over there. Figure out where we're at. Alright, so everything's been flung around. Stopping warp like that. At least this, Oh, right. I forgot how to crouch. It's been a second, okay? It's been, like, 12 hours. Less than that. More than that. A little bit more. Alright, this is, a lot of letters and symbols. Oh, there it is.
I got the ship's heading.
They've changed course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Xaldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Little burst of warp. They're gonna blow up the ship at this rate.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Xaldi is still made by a Lydian hand, despite Tkon corruption. We'll hold.
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Okay. She's playing on her tricorder like it's a phone.
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
I don't know what species she is. I really
What about
don't.
you? Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older, I think about it more.
I believe in an afterlife.
I believe there's an afterlife.
You do?
Yeah.
Then you should understand this. My people have a special journey. When Illydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Tkon use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind.
That's
You want
terrifying.
to save the transformed. So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released. To think of what she could be going through right now.
We can
It's a
still try.
torturous idea.
I know it's awful to think about, but if they're still alive, we can still try to help them. We lose that option once they're dead.
I had a sister, a twin. It's
Oh, she's Trill.
very rare among
Okay.
the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely.
So
My
she
sister
knows
was the
about this
closest person
firsthand.
in the world to me. I knew she would
Something
be
like
different
it.
after joining, but she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually, she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely.
Ouch.
So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister. Sounded like her. But wasn't.
So, losing Miranda like this, it opened an old wound.
Never really closed up in the first place.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do.
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spilled together. Itasca was my
Good way
family
to put
in
it.
that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe. As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us.
You are many things.
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
Then you
Sweet.
cease this madness.
Is
Kind
this
of glad we
place-
were able to bond with him a little bit.
The Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Xaldi.
Now there are 2 ships. Did this just get better? Or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives.
Hope will come
Stolen.
faster.
It may not look like it, but this is better. It's twice as likely the Resolute will find us now.
This doesn't look like the Ophelia. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
The storm! It's back!
Why is the ion storm back?
Scanning. Disrometric radiation has dropped. The Xaldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
Oh. Oh no. Mutiny on the Resolute. Here we go. Showtime.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong. In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
That's right, we need to pick a bridge officer. I choose the pilot. Rosian, Westbrook, or Ermot. I'm not gonna go Ermot. I feel like Ermot's too attached to the captain. Like, Ermot's more on the captain's side than ours. Westbrook. Well, let's do it this way. So, Bedrosian is still on our side, for the most part. Westbrook was ashamed of his behavior and felt Jara's sarcasm was more than warranted when he saw her outside of the sick bay. Westbrook, despite being far off of our side there for a while, efforts to explain the complexity of the situation to Captain Solano. Respected Jara's rational approach when she defied Captain Solano's orders and refused to put the crew on the hull at risk. Why am I leaning toward Ermot now? I feel like Lieutenant Bedrosian like she'd be on our side, but her rank's going to be the detriment. See my logic there? So it's between Westbrook and Ermot. You know, I said definitely not Ermot. I'm leaning toward Ermot, actually.
Commander Ermot, a word, please.
Of course, Commander. How can I help?
The captain may have been compromised. I have reason to believe he's been bioformed, and is now actively working against us.
Based on what?
Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Tkonian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu 4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan.
You and the captain have been at odds several times. You've disobeyed his direct orders and argued with him in front of the senior staff. However, you always did so out of concern for the crew or adherence to protocol. So I believe what you're saying, as horrible as the implications are. Why trust me with this? There were others you could have confided in. I may not have been the best choice.
You've always supported me, from the very start. I hoped you would do so again.
You read me correctly. It was warranted then, as it is now. I only wish the situation were not so dire. When we first met on the starbase, I told you about the accident that took so many of our crew. You said you were sorry for my loss. The captain being bioformed. That's our loss now.
We will survive.
So it is
this.
actually recounting the choices that I made.
I have Dr. Duval's support for relieving him of command. Once we get a bioscan of Captain Solano, we'll have the proof to make that happen.
He'll never agree to it.
He'll have to, if we confront him publicly. On the bridge. I need you to back me when he tries to refuse it.
You realize this will make you captain, don't you? Are you prepared for that? Especially under these circumstances. In this way.
With your support, I think I can manage it.
That's placing a lot on me.
You can handle it.
You have my support. When do we act?
Now, Dr. Duval is already on the bridge. She'll ask Solano to undergo a bioscan. Then we confront him when he refuses.
Into battle we go.
Here we go. Has Solano returned? Not yet. There he is.
It's now.
There's our guest of honor.
Captain Solano.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will. All you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready. Or, if you're gonna stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
Please, Captain.
Denied. Remember your station.
Commander Rydek is right, Captain. The safety of the ship is of paramount importance.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you. I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now.
I've defied a direct order from you
Not
before.
make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the academy. I won't stand for this.
I refuse. So do the others.
Well then, you've left me no choice. Security to the bridge. Arrest Commander Rydek. Take her to the brig.
On what charge?
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Wait. With all due respect, Captain, Commander Rydek deserves the chance to defend herself.
You have no say in this, Commander Ermont. Sit down.
I will not.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion.
You're out of your mind.
She can prove it.
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this.
Ooh.
He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu 4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Tkon in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a scion.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself. Oh!
I counted at least 3. Even on stun, that's gotta hurt.
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
This is outrageous. What is happening? Someone needs to make sense of this right now. We're going to run out of places to stash prisoners.
I can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
And Captain Solano. You are a scion.
Commander Rydek was right. Captain Solano has been compromised. He's been bioformed into a Tkon.
As the Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I'm relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
And now. Congratulations, Commander Rydek. You are now Captain
That could have been
Rydek.
so much worse. I hope you're all right.
I'm fine. Are you okay?
It hardly seems real. All I can think right now is that I will miss the captain. I've known him for so long. To lose him like this,
I will miss him too. He was a good man.
last.
Ooh. And we take command. That captain's chair looks so comfy, doesn't it?
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain. On your command.
Engage.
Engage. And that's it for Captain Solano. Collision course.
We're taking fire! Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Shield status.
Set to maximum, but with the algorithms compromised, they may not do much.
Captain, that other Elydian ship is here.
We're outnumbered.
Captain, your orders.
Evasive maneuvers.
Evasive maneuvers.
Aye, Captain.
The Vescar's warp engines are powering up.
Ouch.
Our warp engines are offline.
That must have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Vescar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Xaldi before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsalar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
There's the Resolute.
Come on.
I almost have it.
They gotta know we're here. Hurry!
We disabled our comm badges.
You got it?
DS to Resolute.
We read you, Diaz.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice. Is Edsalar? Is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
She's right here. She can tell you herself.
I'm not dead.
Very good, Petty Officer.
Get us out of here?
I can't transport you out while the Xaldi's shields are up. Our phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship?
We'll find a way.
Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it. Because we can't give you much more time. We can't evade the Xaldi forever.
Understood. Diaz out. We're gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Lydian ships have no escape pods.
You
We can
bitch.
move out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
I'm gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
Let's go.
I've polarized the hull plating. That should allow us to take a few more hits.
You more like that?
Enemy phaser impact dissipated.
Heading?
Attack pattern Delta. Beta. We're not going head on into this shit. We're going beta.
Attack pattern Beta 3. Circle around that asteroid and come back firing.
Captain.
Xaldi, in range.
Fire!
Fire!
Xaldi's shields down to 82%.
We're making progress.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance. I can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access to your propulsion systems.
That goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
It's not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
That's true.
You can take this beating and hope you can weather it. Or will you put your trust in me? I've left everything behind for you. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
It's risky, but
Commander Ermot, give portal access to the propulsion systems. You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
he just snapped. Holy shit. We're moving.
Your ship has let up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of these freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
We need one big enough for all of us to fit inside.
There's
Something we can make airtight.
the big guy.
Not enough room for the big guy.
Oh.
Damn it. Not this one.
Punctured container. Armored container.
Oh, here we go. This'll work.
That's great, but it's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
This container is extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly. I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
Glancing blow. Very little damage.
I cannot keep this up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
I agree.
Their next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Etzelar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Veskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
I'm not losing.
Target their propulsion systems. I don't want them going anywhere.
Targeting their engines.
Whoa. We gotta move it now.
These will give us the push we need.
Those are explosives.
We'll ride the blast right out of here. All set.
I'll set the containment field to deactivate, and then run back. We can detonate by remote.
We'll need to seal the doors from inside the container once we do.
Before all the air sucks out of the cargo bay.
Checking on audio levels.
Just a few more moments.
Hurry!
What are they doing in there?
Ooh. Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Help me!
No. Let the Tkon get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
We don't have
We
time.
can't. We don't have the time. We have to seal ourselves in.
This ship can't fly. Sidron set it to self-destruct. Please, Amenta.
Oh,
It's not her.
no. I know it's not.
Carter.
Still hurts.
We have to seal the doors.
Don't leave me.
Get this lifeboat off the ship before Sidron blows it all to hell.
I'm not letting her in, I'm sorry.
We're going.
Hetzelar to Resolute.
I have the away team.
Go ahead.
We're about to exit.
We see the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Get that tractor beam ready. You should know, the Xaldi is set to self-destruct.
If we do enough damage to the Xaldi first, it'll prevent the self-destruct sequence from completing.
We can't wait any longer. We have to fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast.
They escaped
Hold
first.
on fire! Get out of there, Petty Officer. Do it now!
You heard her.
Done.
Ready?
Detonate.
That's some Tears of the Kingdom bullshit right there.
We're out.
I have them on sensors. Tractor beam activating.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Fire!
I like the sudden widescreen there. We made it. Tractor beam. Right into the shuttle bay.
Tractor beams locked on. We have them. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
There's something else. I tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Xaldi detonated.
Sidron.
There's a Tkon structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here. Now.
Go together.
I have to see it for myself. We'll go there together.
I had assumed as much.
Is this the Tkon arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Tkon Empire. Our greatest treasure. Our most fearsome technology.
In other
I want
words,
full
we
security
don't.
detail. Westbrook, Bredrosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait. You're not the first officer anymore. The captain is supposed to stay with the ship. Prize Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
You trying to sideline
Are
me?
you trying to keep me on the sidelines, Commander Westbrook?
No. I We've already lost a captain today. I don't want to lose another.
Then you better be on your game. We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
The Arsenal of Eternity.
Any sign of Citra?
That's a name.
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Let's make this a short mission, right?
That's the plan.
You're on the front lines now, Captain. Don't make me worry.
Alright. So we got some...
Lasers should make quick work of the ice.
That's ice. I was worried those were crystals. Alright. So we are now captain of the Resolute. Walking in a winter wonderland. Where's this full security detail?
Is this another Tkon vault?
But didn't we lose most of our security team? Or at least a good chunk of it?
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Portal, can you open it? It is a Tkonian vault.
I thought you'd never ask.
We have a Tkonian with us. Why wouldn't we ask the Tkonian to open the Tkonian vault? Especially because we've seen that only a Tkonian... Thank you.
Better to keep it simple.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way.
We've seen that only Tkonians can operate Tkonian technology. Well, that's pretty. Oh, look at that. Look at the reflections on the floor. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. So we need to find Sidra. Preferably before he gets his hands on
Spread
weapon of
out.
mass
Let's
destruction.
see what we can find.
Weapons of mass
Stay on high
destruction.
alert. We don't know where the Tkon that beamed down here could be.
It's a nice touch that she put up her hair. Like... she actually changed her hairstyle. It's a nice
You will
touch
need
in a
my
video game.
help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Tkon, but only a Tkon. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
I'm glad we have a friend. A Tkonian friend. Ally? Are we friends? I don't think we're friends yet.
Do you know what this place was used for?
It feels familiar, but I'm not certain. The Empire was vast. I did not know every corner of it, and much was built after I became a portal. However, Tkon would not build such a place without something precious to protect.
Whatever that is, we have to find it before Galvin does.
Let's go.
I should look elsewhere.
There's security team. How's it going, man? Alright. Portal.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Tkon to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one
So
way
the
to
language
find
evolved in 600,000 years. Makes sense. Sometime in a 600,000. Oh. Alright, so it's one of these puzzles where we gotta figure out where the teleporters go to. Oh, now we have a choice. Okay, we'll choose this one. And, okay, we'll go this one. This one. Oh. Not crap. I mean, I knew that was gonna do that the entire time. My Starfleet training taught me... Oh, use tricorder to collect data. Tkon console, extremely high particle density, impassable, but with current Starfleet technology. Okay. Contains vast amounts of Tkonian data. Contents unable to be translated. Okay. Ooh, something over here. Out of range, out of range, out of range, anomaly detected.
Soil. Just... soil.
Soil.
It's not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database.
Huh. Okay. So where's it from?
Why is this here?
So it's from Uncharted
This is
Space.
soil from the homeworld.
Oh.
Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Tkon.
So not
I
weapons
took
of mass
my oath
destruction.
as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever.
That's so sad.
Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Tkon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it. But it cuts to the core of your being. Even with your defenses up.
I totally understand that feeling. It's unavoidable and inescapable no matter what you do.
Yes, it's that distant but familiar feeling that's forever just out of reach.
True.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
The information
That looks like a
is encrypted.
device.
I can only discern that it's a warship.
An actual Tkon warship.
It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Tkonian ship ever built.
Oh,
I can't access
sounds
the
bad.
profile, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
What did Red Rosian find? Oh, now I can go down this tunnel. So they're after a warship. So it is weapons of mass destruction. Oh.
There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
Data bank of souls? Similar to the one on Hotari? Oh my god. That's a lot of Tkon.
I've seen these before. In the other vault. And
Like,
all of those.
There were
same
only
as
a
this.
couple of those on Hotari.
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Tkon civilization. A distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form. Preserved for all eternity.
They're bringing
We thought
back
this
the
was an
Empire.
arsenal. And in a way, you're right. This is how they rebuild the Tkon Empire and bioform billions of innocent people.
That seems to be the case. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Tkon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Tkon, should they
Oh
fall
my
prey
god,
to
that keeps going.
illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose. To restore the glory that was lost.
Shoot him. Just shoot him. It was worth a shot. Get it?
Please. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Tkon life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
I was protecting my crew. It's regrettable to take any life. But when someone threatens galactic civilization, force is the correct response.
And I suppose it worked. For now. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
But that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. One minute you're standing there as you. The next, you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
The transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Tkon in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking. Yes,
So instead of stabbing you with it, it's just injected directly. Like, no. Like, it's an abomination.
You're talking about a crime against sentient life on a mass scale.
Or an evolutionary process where the strongest and most capable survive. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Tkon Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Tkon, but by members of the Federation.
Damn straight.
By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
Portal's the only
There is
true.
only one true Tkon here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Tkon, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
And scene.
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
And there it is.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll decide, once we're safely aboard the Resolute.
Oh,
transport.
no. Oh, I don't want to make that decision. No.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I lost my eyes because of you. And still, I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Surprised Westbrook isn't speaking up right now.
Two minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen. Fuck, that's a big ship.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are Tkon, not science. Tkon. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. If we don't destroy those crystals, we're risking billions of lives just for them being there. So if we board them onto the Resolute, there's no guarantee that I can protect them. They're going straight, they might just go straight to the Absalon. I'm sorry, Portal. You may go to the other side, but I gotta do what's best for the Federation, mate.
Destroy the vault.
Aye, Captain. Firing photon torpedoes.
And just like that, we just committed genocide.
Target has been destroyed.
I am alone. Again. As I was for all those years.
Bringing those Tkon on board was too big a risk, and I couldn't leave them there. They could be used to bioform more of my crew, or even—
I do not need your rationalization for mass murder. Your actions speak loudly enough.
Captain, the Aphelion is targeting us.
I'm actually tearing up a
Approaching
little
rapidly.
bit. That was rough.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
Homecoming.
There they are!
You did what had to be done with the Tasker. You said you'd avenge her, and you did. The Tasker can rest now. Even if I wavered in the moment. It wasn't a question of time. It was about freeing a Tasker.
Wish I could have saved her.
I wish I could have found a way to save her.
You did.
No surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
Give them a second of rest, man.
You're really making us us proud out there, Diaz. The lower decks don't get a lot of glory.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
Hey, Diaz.
Yeah?
Did you see our people over there? Miranda?
Kapoor, Hauser.
We saw Miranda and Kapoor, but they're bioformed. And as far as I know, there's no way to undo it.
That means they're not our friends anymore.
If they attack us,
We'll have to stop them. No matter what it takes.
Yeah. I guess we have to be ready for that.
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chobok. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
You know what? I want to see him too. It'll be nice to get one piece of normalcy.
I'm sure we can count on him for that.
If there's anyone. It's been a minute since we've seen Chobok in the game.
I can't believe it. You evaded the Tkon, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
Yeah, when they do, make sure they get my name right. D-I-A-Z. Diaz. Edsalars too.
I'm sure no one will forget. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda...
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Tkon. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
We'll just have to step up and work that much harder to help Captain Rydek.
It's gonna take all of us.
Talk to you later.
Chobok.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
No, it was not.
But it was my sincere hope you would.
It is agreeable
He
to
was
see you
worried
twice.
about us.
I concur.
You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed.
How
During your
dare
sojourn,
us.
this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule. On both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
I am stating facts, not looking for excuses.
But don't be so hard on yourself.
Pardon me?
After what the Resolute's just been through, no one's really expecting all the daily logs and reports to be on time and perfect.
That is incorrect. I expect as much and will continue to hold my staff to account.
Glad to see you haven't changed.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Xaldi, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action.
Damn straight.
You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
When I heard you destroy the Tkon vault, I was surprised.
By my order?
By myself? Surprised that I was glad to hear it. The Hotari do not wage war or kill our enemies if we can avoid it. But hearing that the Tkon, who have decimated my people, took such a loss... Is it wrong that it feels like justice? We've lost so much to the Tkon.
Never celebrated
Things we
that.
can never get back.
We sometimes have to take lives in the line of duty, but we can never take pleasure in it.
A necessary evil?
One of many.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait. You have some fences to mend. I know you had your reasons for destroying the Tkonian crystals, and I won't question them. Hopefully this galvanizes the bridge crew behind your leadership. But I expect there will be fallout with Portal.
Yeah.
Assuming he's still with us. I sincerely doubt he's indifferent to what happened.
I'll handle
He's
Portal.
not happy about it, but once I explain my reasoning, I think he'll understand.
As long as you're prepared either way, that's all I can ask. It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone.
You know, it never fails.
You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. It basically comes down to Westbrook, Ermot, or Bedrosian. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer.
Real quick. It never fails that in most series, the chief medical officer tends to be my favorite character. And that doesn't stop here. Like, Dr. Duvall, I love her to death. Like, she is strong and passionate about her work and never sugarcoats anything. I love that. So,
Sir, Lieutenant Bedrosian has always been devoted to you. And Ermot has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified.
I gotta go Ermot. He was really behind.
I don't mind saying I consider Commander Ermot a strong candidate for the role.
He'd be a popular choice with the crew, and bring a steadiness to the position that others might lack. Certainly not a controversial choice, but then some may perceive that as playing it safe. You're as good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Ermot.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections.
Talk about moving up in the world.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak. They deserve to be here.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsalar accomplished aboard the Xaldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
But there were way more people involved than just me. Not only Petty Officer Edsalar, but we had help from an Elydian officer named Arminta as well.
Interesting.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Rydek, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead, the Tkon and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that, lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage. Of course, you know that as well as I do.
With respect, Ambassador, sending more ships only opens us up to more casualties. The Aphelion's purpose is bioforming on a massive scale. The risk to a battle group is too high.
Your concern is valid, and I will forewarn the battle group before they arrive. But the greater risk would be in failing to stop the Tkon.
True.
Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common.
Although, if you want to send the Titan for
Have
no
we made any
particular
progress in
reason, I
finding a
mean,
way to defend ourselves from the Aphelion's
just saying.
bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Xaldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves?
Sheer dumb luck?
Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
I wish I could tell you the solution, but the truth is, there is no easy answer. There's no defense against bioforming, one-on-one or on a mass scale. At least, not that I know of.
May not be able to stop it, but it might be possible to slow it down.
Okay, what do you got,
It's too soon to
Dr.
say
Duval?
for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And it might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
I'll forego the rest of my treatments, if it means the crew will be safe.
Captain, you'd die.
That's an honorable intention, but it's not that simple. It requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Sometimes the subtitles and the
Xaldi's
audio
shields
don't
were
match up.
stronger than anticipated. If the Aphelion has even more effective protection, we'll have difficulty breaking through.
We may not be able to block the Aphelion's attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
And destroy it from the inside. Modify photon torpedoes to use as explosives.
Can't count on Portal's help. That's worst case scenario.
If our best counterpunch has to come after they get a free shot at us, that truly is the worst case scenario. We should try to stay ahead of them. Keep the engines running at maximum.
I just noticed Rydek's green eyes.
I'll have
Look
security
gorgeous.
personnel prep a boarding party, should the opportunity arise.
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't a rescue. It's a tactical incursion. Do you really have some special insights, as Commander Chovak suggests?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
Sabotage is our specialty.
Sabotage is kind of becoming our specialty. We'll find a way to get the job done.
Well, he certainly has the swagger for it.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
With the help of Portal. He should be part of the away team.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Tkon tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you.
Let's get to work.
We have plenty to do and no time for speeches. Let's get to work. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of
Someone's
course.
calling me.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. Alpha? Five. Whiskey.
Voice authorization, Rydek. Alpha 5. Whiskey.
Captain's codes the updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new
That
first
sounded
officer?
very robotic.
Please designate a new first officer.
Plot twist, I choose Chovak.
Please designate a new first officer.
My second choice, Dr. Duval. Come back in here, Petty Officer Carter. We need you. Fine. Of course I'm gonna go Ermot. Why wouldn't I go Ermot?
I am proud to name Commander Ermot as my new first officer, effective immediately.
Westbrook sticking up your ass.
Thank you, Captain. I promise I won't let you down.
Computer, Commander Ermot is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain Rydek!
Oh, seriously, sticking up your ass, Westbrook.
This is just unbelievable, unacceptable, inexplicable. To be the most senior officer on the bridge, and to be passed over again? It was bad enough when you went to Ermot with the information about Captain Solano being compromised. But this... I've never felt more humiliated.
You're right to be angry.
I know how you must feel given your seniority and history aboard this ship. You have every right to be angry, but I had to factor what would best serve our interests at this particular point in time. Which is why I chose Commander Ermot.
He's not even close to being first officer material. He's little more than a bureaucrat who's never set foot off the ship. That is a serious liability at a time when we need experience. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance against the Scions.
The crew on this ship has experienced as many challenges and tragedies as any crew could be expected to endure. What we need now, more than anything, is stability and reliability. A calm and reassuring presence.
Ridiculous.
Oh, up yours.
I don't understand. Giving everything she's got, it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate. I know the process, Captain. With your permission, I'll go handle it.
Of course.
If Galvin manages to catch us, there's nothing we can do. No match for Tkonian technology. Not to mention the shield frequencies. As if that wasn't enough of a challenge of its own.
We can't fight them on their terms. We have to be clever.
We're being pulled out of warp!
That's impressive.
I've got the Aphelion rapidly bearing down on our position.
Here it is. Fuck, that's a massive ship.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
On screen.
We'll play chicken again, motherfucker. We'll do it.
Destroying millions of Tkonian lives was a fatal mistake. And I will personally make sure you stay alive long enough to regret it. You were right to run. But there is no escape from
I saved innocent lives.
Let's not kid ourselves. We both know that was just ammunition for you. I saved millions of innocent people from being bioformed.
But you can't even save your own life, much less the lives of your crew. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired. And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Red alert! Handar, get us out of here!
Oh no.
By the prophets.
Oh no.
Evasive maneuvers!
Oh god.
They've hit us. Dex 8 through 10. But I'm not reading any structural damage.
Oh no. It is.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond with force. Return fire. Don't let them attack without a counter.
Photon torpedoes.
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
Photon torpedoes are having no impact, Captain. We can't get past their shields.
The Aphelion's just too powerful.
Damage report from the lower decks.
Still can't get through on the comms, Captain. If that was the bioforming ray, we have to assume there are now Tkon on board the Resolute. They could all be Tkon at this point. Or will be soon enough.
Warn Starfleet.
Get an urgent message to Starfleet Command. Tell them we've been hit by the Aphelion's bioforming ray. There may be hostile Tkon aboard this ship.
I'll notify them at once.
Here are your new tricorders. Now go. Get to the transporter room.
New tricorders. Not Chobak. Okay. Okay. Woo. was about to say, if Chobok's eyes turned green, I was done. I was quitting. Oh, crap. I looked down at my phone at the wrong moment. Follow Xaldi. Now's not the time to be walking, Critter. Bam!
We don't know who's on what side, Carter.
That's the hell of it. Hey, are you Federation or Tkon? You shot at me, so I'm gonna assume Tkon. Unless you think I'm Tkon. In which case, we're fucked. Oh! Go, 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 go. This is bad. We don't know who's been changed. Oh! That was nearly me.
Transporter room 1.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
These
We'll
are
take that.
concentrated Davidium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Take it right before if you can get the Tkon to wait while you do it.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the
4
interference.
CCs.
Done this before. To align the transporter with the tetrametric signature.
Yep.
We need
Path
to tunnel
through
through the shields.
Bring that a little further. Can I bring it a little further that way? Apparently not. That'll be alright. Oh, there. Get you. Oh, God. There we go. We did it.
There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from
Stand aside. The signal is now resolved.
Huh.
I couldn't let you fumble about any longer. Time is running short.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
No need. We must be on our way. I am Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tkon Empire.
Nice to meet you, Portal.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there.
Energize.
Ready to transport.
Energize.
The glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me.
It is absolutely
It's
gorgeous.
almost a shame we have to scuttle it. The galaxy has never seen it.
It's a beautiful ship.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in! We're losing cohesion.
I'm gonna try to use my tricorder, the pattern enhance.
And gone.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
Oh, they're gone.
They didn't make it.
have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle group shows up.
It's served up for the Aphelions' next meal.
I am saturated in Tkonian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
Geometric lattice of crystal formations and intricate low-level tetrametric radiation detected. Hello. Okay. Alright, where's the oh, hello.
This way.
It's a good thing we have Portal with us, and he's still on our side for right now.
Nothing. I can't reach anyone on the lower decks. Internal comms appear to be fully operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crew members on the lower decks.
Fighting the Aphelion is bad enough. The last thing we need is an insurrection on our own ship.
True.
Which means we have a narrow window of time to cut them off before.
Captain, we're holding them off as best we can on deck 9, but...
If they spread throughout the decks, we'll never know who to trust. It'll be a civil war aboard our own ship.
Lock down the lower decks.
Lock down the affected areas immediately. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment fields. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who aren't affected who could get locked inside.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
Locking down the lower decks.
Oh, this poor guy.
And what happens if some of the bioformed manage to escape? How should the crew engage them? Or should they?
Trust but verify.
Don't want suspicion to run rampant.
Captain Solano had a favorite proverb from Earth. Trust but verify. Everyone should assume we're all on the same side. But at the same time, they should watch for anything abnormal.
If they're bioformed, they're not our crew anymore.
Commander Westbrook has been gone for quite some time.
The comm system he went to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Westbrook? Commander Westbrook, are you there?
Computer shutdown initiated.
Roreki.
Commander Westbrook. He's the one who initiated the shutdown.
That's impossible.
We have 10 minutes until the computer core shuts down and all systems are completely offline. A complete loss of all critical ship functions. Only the captain can override it. The computer core itself.
Uh-oh.
With me.
We're walking into a trap.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. Ah, to hell with it.
Ah, god damn it, not you.
Master Console is up there. I don't have much time.
Captain, are you in here? Are you all right? Ermot asked me to come find you. I came the minute I heard you might be in danger. I'll get this door open. I think I remember the code. Hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. Chaos in the halls.
Tell me, where were you when the bioforming ray hit the ship?
I was in the turbo lift. Now just stay still.
Oh.
These Federation weapons are so primitive.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
And he's gonna grab. Nope, just fire. Sorry, Westbrook. Oh.
I'm done playing games with you, Captain. You're only delaying the inevitable.
The reflection on that messed with me. Got him.
Sequence in progress. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
You moved.
Cancel computer shutdown.
Oh. Palm heel strike. Palm heel strike. Palm heel strike. Yeah. No. Oh. That had to hurt.
Kill me. It goes against everything you believe in. Besides, you and I, we have history.
Westbrook and I have history. You're not him.
Okay.
Fuck.
Awaiting Captain's authorization. Awaiting Captain's authorization. Computer termination sequence still in progress.
Cancel computer shutdown. Voice authorization, Rydick. Alpha. 5. Whiskey.
That still sounds kind of robotic.
Termination
I do appreciate them letting us put in our own code. Belly of the Beast. Let's go. Hello. We're not here. You don't see us. We were not hidden well.
These are the arteries of power coming from the cortabula at the heart of the Aphelion. I can feel it coursing through my own body.
Huh. So follow those and we get to the Cartabula?
I cannot move as freely inside this ship. Those emitters are why. If they were deactivated, I could travel past this chamber without setting foot in it.
Only Tkon can use Tkon technology. How do I turn them off?
Place these on the emitters. It will suppress their effect. The guards none the wiser.
Got it.
I'm coming too.
If we both get caught, it's over. If it's just me, you can try again after I fail.
Well then, don't screw it up.
I can't phaser any of the guards. It'll alert every Tkon in here.
Just gonna follow them. Let's go. I started running and the camera focused. That was interesting.
Those guards can see the whole room from there. How am I gonna get past them? Maybe the crystal's portal gaming will get a reaction out of these consoles. Worked!
Huh?
Better move.
I'll go check. Interact with consoles, draw enemies to them. Areas more. No, you don't.
It's too dark in here.
You see nothing. Emitter 1. Complete.
2 to go.
Alright. We're sneaking, and we're sneaking, and we're sneaking, and we're sneaking. Okay, and we're good, and we're good. Where are you going, buddy? That's right. Turn back around. Except up there's where I need to go. Okay. Good officer. Okay. So you're pacing over there. Recipients.
reason to be cautious. Dalvin should destroy them and be done with it. There are many more worlds to bioform. We do not need this pathetic collection of the weak and feeble.
That captain known as Rydak has left an impression on Galvin.
I don't know how I managed that one. I mean, the AI is not great. Like, it's not Batman Arkham levels, but, like... I just... Yeet.
One left.
Next section. Next section. Got one more. One more. All right. We got this. We got this. Emitter. Alright, where are our guards? Guy there. Oh, hello. Hello, God person. Oh! I'm gonna assume it's... Oh, no. Oh, no. You didn't see shit. Woo. I fumbled my way through that. I definitely fumbled my way through that.
Well done.
Let's get out of here. More emitters. Guess we can't teleport the rest of the way.
Am I gonna have to do another cell section? God damn it. Sneak. That's a good sign.
That craft can take us to the main power chamber.
No way we can make that jump.
When I was younger, maybe.
Now you're just blowing smoke up our asses. I don't believe that he can jump that far. I really don't.
This might control that craft. Portal, a little help?
I should be able to bring it to us.
And also everybody, yep, all the guards. Hey. Oh, you hit portal. How dare you, sir? No. Stop aiming at portal. Incoming fire. No, you. Stop aiming at portal. Incoming fire. Okay, we're good. That's not who I shot. I shot a person up on the bridge.
I've got this thing set to maximum stun. How are they getting up?
Something's different about the Tkon here. Stunning isn't an option.
Get in!
This would go faster if you could distract them.
Oh, got another craft.
It's a guardian. He's with them.
We have to sink that other ship. Shoot the pilot!
The enemy pilot must be shot down. The force field protecting the pilot will take a lot of damage before it goes down. When the force field is down, the pilot is vulnerable. Okay. Good. Alright. Okay, it'd be nice if I could, you know. Hello. I'll take that just because I didn't know what else to do there. And here I am stuck again. Okay. again. Come on. Incoming fire from where? I'm so confused, though. Like, I know I'm supposed to hit the front of the ferry here. Got him. It's like they only programmed through, like, a certain section.
Guardian! You saw what they did to our ancestors! How do you stand with them?
Portal.
We can't move this without him.
What are you doing, old man?
They're not real Tkon. They're not your people.
I will not harm them. I know what they are. You don't have to tell me. I am the last trueborn Tkon. But I don't want to see my empire's legacy wiped from existence. Your captain has already destroyed so many. There are limits to what I will allow. Perhaps I have only allowed too much.
I know what she did. And while I understand her reasons, I don't have to like the destruction of your history.
It was more than history. When Riker and the Enterprise first woke me, I called them barbarians. I should have trusted my instincts.
These are good and honorable people, even if their ways are different than my own. In fact, sometimes they're better.
Whatever you think of us, you have to know the Scions of the Flame are worse.
Then it would seem we're all barbarians here.
I'm doing everything I can, but I can't shake her.
Oh, good. The Tobiaki Maru.
They're targeting our engines. With bioform Tkon on board, they'd rather cripple us if they can.
If we lose the engines, we can't avoid the bioforming ray. Brace for impact!
That's another bioforming? Yes.
They're here!
We have reinforcements, people.
We're being hailed by the USS Titan.
Yes!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Resolute. We got here as fast as we could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster. That flying chandelier really packs a punch.
We thought you'd never show up. It's about time.
So what are we up against here?
They're powering up for another attack.
We have to warn them. Open a channel to all Starfleet ships immediately.
Starting emergency transmission.
This is Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resolute.
I was
The
trying to
ship
see
we're
what
fighting
ships
is
were there,
armed
but I
with a
didn't see it fast
bioforming
enough.
ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
It's only a matter of time before they get their bearings. And when they do, they're going to turn against us. The sooner we attack them, the better.
They could all be Tkon. Or none of them. We can't assume anything yet. And we can't afford to be wrong.
Hail them. See if we get a response.
Hailing the Pawtucket now, Captain. Hold on.
Full impulse power. Take us in for a closer look.
Aye, Captain.
And fuck.
That's not a Starfleet ship. The Tkon have it.
Shields at full power!
Shields are holding against the Pawtucket's attack. For now, at least.
Fire phasers!
Firing. Shields at 60%. Heavy damage reported in astrometrics.
Everything.
Hit them with everything we've got.
Aye, Captain.
Taking heavy fire. Shields now at 40%.
Stay with it. Keep firing.
And they're dead in the water.
Their weapon systems are offline.
Captain, I suggest we minimize the collateral damage. Destroy their engines and we can turn our focus to the Aphelion. It's the most prudent thing to do. And I hope they would do the same if the situation was reversed.
Take out their engines. Fire when ready.
Targeting their engines. Commencing fire. Now.
Yeah.
Captain Rydek, the Aphelion is too much for any one of us to take on alone. But collectively, we might just have a shot.
On our way. Full impulse power.
Aye, Captain.
Attack the ray.
Target the bioforming ray. Fire photon torpedoes.
Firing photon torpedoes.
We need to take out that ray, otherwise we're all fucked. Is that a tractor beam?
I've lost helm control. Trying to reestablish.
Weapons and defensive systems are down too.
Engine output remains consistent, but it's not reaching its destination.
This is what happened to the Enterprise.
They're draining our energy.
We're caught in it too.
I hope the away team finds some way to help.
Hammer or the anvil?
If there is a way to disable the Aphelion, it's there.
Not sure what that means, actually.
We strike at the heart.
Find the Cartabula.
Cartabula. I can feel the energy.
Don't get too used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
That sounded reassuring. Alright. Oh, hello. That's gotta be the Cartabula, right? So, there it is. When in doubt, look for the interaction points.
I wouldn't do that. We have to turn off this energy field to enter. I must do it. It requires the hands of a Tkon. Is it working?
It started.
Is the opening wide enough to get through?
No.
Well, is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the Cartabula.
What about now?
Barely? That's a real small opening.
Still not wide enough. I will try again.
You bitch. Miranda.
Portal 6-3! I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people. You don't have to be alone. You can rejoin us. Just step aside, Guardian, and we will handle them. These pests will become the vessels for our glory. You won't stand in the way of our rebirth. The Scions of the Flame will rise, and you will be a part of it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to turn Portal. He's one of us now.
So much is lost.
Oh no.
All in the name of Federation.
Oh no. This is bad. This is really bad.
I could smell your betrayal.
Oh no. Not giving me a whole lot of time here. Portal. Holy. Good shot. Good hit. Good hit. Melee.
Carter, I could have killed you both easily, but the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us. Trust me, this is the best outcome you can hope for.
I'd rather die than become one of you.
I won't kill you.
Oh, my phaser. Tackle. Disarm.
Soon, you'll understand.
Oh. Iridium.
Finally, we can be...
Nice.
Rejoin the flame.
Come on, Carter. Come on, Carter. Fight. Come on, Carter. Fight it. Iridium was supposed to help.
Are you all right? Carter, I'm sorry I hesitated. I tried to keep her from getting you. If I'd just shot her sooner, you wouldn't be like this.
It's okay. I don't blame you.
She's really gone. For good. I can't believe it.
He was long gone.
Our Miranda was gone long ago. I can read it.
What is this? Who are you? Tell me now. I demand it.
You're talking to the guy that's in charge. Pipe down while I work.
Carter, you're kind of scaring me.
It's okay. I'm still in control.
Harder.
We've reached the Cartabula.
Very good. Are you all right?
Yeah, we're inside. That's what matters.
Two of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
I'm receiving tricorder transmissions from the away team. They're picking up our warp core resonant frequency within the Aphelion.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
Oh, I was right. So we've been injected with the Tkon. Iridium's keeping us at bay.
There. That's the Resolute's warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball, and below them,
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
they're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
Ronto away team, are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
Captain, if they want to take all of our power, I suggest we give it to them.
How?
If we and the other Starfleet ships work together and send maximum warp output tuned to those same frequencies, we could overload their core.
Oh.
There is merit to the theory. If we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
I wouldn't risk this ship without good reason.
If this is going to succeed, we'll need all Starfleet ships to pitch in. We aren't alone anymore. We need to leverage that.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's a hell of a plan.
You've got this.
We don't want to let you down.
I've got faith in you, and the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell!
Yes, Captain.
I found an eject routine for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Xaldi's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
Neely's got us.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
I can always count on you. You'll stand by me to the end.
This isn't the end.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
It's not enough. We need to push this thing harder. We need more power.
Inertial dampeners are failing.
All warp power still being drained to the Aphelion, so that part of the plan is working. Now we need the others to join us.
Open a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this
Hold on.
will disable the
The Tutor,
Aphelion.
the Kimball, the
We don't know
Titan.
that. All we know is it'll siphon off our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster. Are you out of your mind? That is giving them exactly what they want. You can't just expect us to turn belly up.
Our strength in Starfleet comes from our ability to work together, especially when everything is on the line.
I can get behind that, Captain Rydek. We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
Riker's got the cred.
The others are joining us.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
Oh. Nice. It's starting to work.
It's compensating. Counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute.
And we're gonna get interrupted by our new friend. No? I was fully expecting us
Try
to get...
this out.
There you are.
Here. This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, it'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing, push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula. We're going to take a lot more with us. I don't want to be responsible for that.
I'm sure. I bet my life on it.
It's all our lives. Sending data to the Resolute.
Updated telemetry coming from the await. We have a new target range. Sending new parameters to engineering.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about.
Ooh.
A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
We can eject the warp core if it comes to that.
Is my order beyond your ability to execute? Then you will follow it. We're all counting on you.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, we got the green. That was a little harsher than I read it. Our tabula's starting to crack.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
Eject.
What's happening? We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We've got to make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
Come on. Come on, Carter.
You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
Come on. Come on.
Full power restored.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Tkon are running off reserve power now.
Most precious time.
I saw what you did. The sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
It's coming from the Cartabula. He must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
Let's go.
Our work here is done. Let's get out of here.
3 to beam back to the Resolute.
Our transporters won't cut through the interference. We can't lock on.
We can't stay here.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. I don't know if it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here. Everybody on!
Radiation's lower here, but still too high for us to stay on this ship.
This is good, but we can do better.
And soon, I hope.
We gotta get all the way to the Resolute.
That thing is down, but not out. We'll handle the stolen Federation ship, but you need to get a crippling shot on the Aphelion.
A direct hit to its bridge will bring it down.
Take us real close, Captain. Skim the hull of that thing where it can't get a clear shot at us.
Or
I can weave us through the battle. And hope we don't get caught in the crossfire.
We can't take much more damage.
So you want us to go closer to that thing?
We need to stay out of the fray.
Along the Aphelion.
Take us along the Aphelion's hull. Get us to the bridge as fast as you can.
Aye, Captain. We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
The damaged Cartabula is continuing to release deadly amounts of radiation. Thankfully, it's still contained within the Aphelion.
We have comrades on that ship, and we are going to die in here if we care. We will never submit to your Federation. We are taking our rightful place as rulers over this galaxy. We can't do that.
Radiation poisoning is a terrible way to go, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can render aid to your crew.
No. We've crossed the eons to get here. I won't stop now. Fire salvo!
Oh! That was a lot of damage to the ship.
Now the radiation is rising here, too.
Targeting the Resolute?
I can't let you do that.
Get on. Damn it. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern. From here.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. We don't leave people behind. Got it?
I don't have long to do this. I'm bioforming. It's happening, Nilly. I have to be the one to do it.
If you send them, we'll be stuck here. Give it to me, and I will save us, not them.
Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
It's the Tkon. In my head. It's trying to keep me from sending you back.
There has to be a way for you to...
There isn't.
The time is now.
Save your friends. Move that guy down there. This guy here. That guy seems to be fine. Tearing up right now, guys. Like, this is rough.
No!
We've spent enough time with Carter. I don't want him to die like this. Like I've said since the beginning, like he deserves so much better than to go out like this.
Beamed back. We're in position and ready to fire, Captain.
Finish it. We don't taunt.
Target their bridge.
Please, we target the ship. Pummel it to space dust, like we did to Soap.
Fire.
That was cold.
Carter?
Millie.
I thought you'd want to know we made it. And that you'll always be my family. Even if I don't get to see you again. You'll never really be gone.
Always, Millie. Family. Forever.
Always.
Oh god, I'm actually... Oh. I will not cry on camera. I will not cry on camera. I will not cry on camera. I might cry on camera. As the dust settles.
All decks secure. We have the bioformed on board, fully contained.
The Starfleet ships under Tkon control have signaled their surrender. Good work, Captain Writing. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call. I trust you won't have a problem with that.
We'll be there.
Just say the word and we'll be there.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the Aphelion.
On screen.
The radiation. We won't last much longer in here. Please, we surrender. We need your help. Please, people, support your ship.
Captain, I must remind you that when an enemy is surrendered, it is our duty to render aid.
You already offered help and they turned you down. Tried to destroy us. Why reach your hand out to them again?
Because it's the Starfleet way.
This is the fate they've chosen. Leave them where they are.
You can't do that.
We don't have much time. We submit. I don't know what else I can say.
You can't let them die as much as I want to.
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict. Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Tkon there. Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems. Lower your defenses and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
Carter! Hey,
It's not Carter. Oh.
My first order of business will be to help reestablish the Hotari government and resume peace talks, genuine talks, with the Illidians.
And after that?
Who knows? I know I don't want to be queen. There's so much good I could do with just a fraction of your medical technology if I could bring it to my people. But I also want to see what else is out there. Maybe there's even a place for me in Starfleet. It would be hard to stay on Hotari forever. Not with all there is to experience, to learn. My devotion to my people doesn't mean I don't want to explore all the galaxy has to offer.
There are many ways to help your people, and healing them is a very noble way to do so. I'll see to it that Starfleet sends a medical ship to share knowledge and technology, as long as you'll be there to spearhead their efforts.
I'll gladly accept those terms.
Is that not against the Prime Directive, though? Well,
there are
I
pressing
guess
matters
not.
we must attend to before any of that. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. I'll see you again.
Starfleet has granted me the privilege of conferring this upon you.
The extra button.
Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain. I believe a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydick. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Victory. Peace. These things never come without a cost. For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
To Carter. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price. In time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will. Now, all hands honor the dead. Captain Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same. Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same.
New ensigns
But
coming
while
aboard.
entropy says that order inevitably gives way to chaos, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent. Bound by our shared struggles. Working together, helping each other, we're able to do more than we'd ever imagined.
Neely's on the bridge.
There are some new faces on board.
I forgot we lost
But in
Westbrook, to
time,
be honest.
they'll come to share our bonds.
I forgot
as
we
well.
killed Westbrook.
Engage. Space.
Final frontier.
As we take our next steps into the unknown, the greatest insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other. We might even surprise ourselves. And no matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
I liked that. I was wondering, like, you had to have that space the final frontier line. They changed it up, though, which I appreciated. Here we go. Alright, the moment I've been waiting for. Like, I had to get to the credits to find out the voice cast. Like, oh man, but that was a roller coaster. Oh, excuse me while I stretch. Woo! That was a roller coaster of emotions. I was legitimately so close to actively sobbing there at the end. Oh, that was so good. That was such a good Star Trek story. I mean, we had our cameos from known characters, of course, Spock and Riker. But overall, I love these characters. These characters were great. Aside from, there were a couple of them that I hated. I wasn't a huge fan of Westbrook. I definitely hated Solano. But that's kind of the... It's kind of a testament to a story to have characters that you both love and hate. Oh, hold on. Josh Keaton as Carter. Peter Michael as Spock. Jonathan Frakes as Riker. Come on. Zed Solar, Solano, Miranda, Portal 6-3, Rosian Tylus, Duval, Galvin, Liam O'Brien as Ermont. I told you! I thought I recognized his voice. But yeah, it's a testament to the story that, you have these characters that you both love and hate. You don't want somebody to look at your story and kind of be indifferent to all of that. You just didn't do your job in that case. To have characters that you hate, that people hate, is so phenomenal. And I feel that if we had backed Solano, maybe, possibly, he could have turned out to be a decent character. Oh, but I hated him from the start. I really did. Like, he was so focused on his career, and I hate people. I don't like people who put ambition before. I can't say that. I really can't. But, like, he came off, like, he put his ego before everything else. And that's not a way to do it. And, coming on there with ever since that first stream, like, the first time we defied his direct order, couldn't stand him. Oh, but that was so good. That was fantastic. Raiders. Thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me. I appreciate it. This is episode 5, 3 hours in. I think a good 12 hours or so. I mean, that's not bad for a Telltale-esque game. And a lot of this felt like sitting here and enjoying an episode of Star Trek or one of the Star Trek movies. And being able to see a new Star Trek story with new characters, it's kind of what they're doing with Star Trek right now, is kind of moving away from these characters that we know and love, but so paying homage to them. I mean, I loved Star Trek Picard. Have not seen Strange New Worlds yet, which is bringing back, the original crew of the Enterprise. Which brought back the original crew of the Enterprise, I should say. But yeah, this is kind of the direction that Star Trek is taking, and I love it so much. It is so great. They truly understand what makes Star Trek special. These guys truly understood what made Star Trek special, and it was the characters and those deep character moments. And, you have your action in there, especially nowadays. You can't get the special effects from... You couldn't get these kind of special effects back in, the 60s when the original series came out, even in the 90s when TNG came out. So, one last thing I want to do before we hang up the towel on Star Trek Star Trek Resurgence is I'm gonna take a look at our choices real quick. Star Trek Resurgence link. Choices. All right. Let me pull this. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna switch over. That's not. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out, guys. I want window capture. That's what. Chrome. That's what. Yep. So we're gonna move that down below me. Thank you. So here's where we're at. All right. So, our choices. Oh, that was big. That's big. Let's bring that down a little bit. There we go. All right, our choices. So, let's start from the beginning. So, 23% of players and us followed Commander Westbrook's advice and used the deflector pulse against the energy wave. Back when we were trying to disconnect the trying to disconnect the Resolute from the docking station. 82% of players, and he defied Solano's orders, of course. You know, Solano, that was a dumb. Chose Carter to go first and escape harm during the hull walk. Yeah. I don't regret that. I kind of do. 90% of players were interested in a romantic relationship with Miranda. I mean, of course. I mean, why not? Chose to side with the Hotari. 81% of players chose to side with the Hotari. It seemed like the obvious choice to me. I don't know about you guys. Like, at the time, it seemed like the obvious choice. It got more complicated later on, but, you know. Chose to save the Elydians during the rescue mission on Xaldi. 62%. That was closer. Okay. Chose to save the Elydians during the rescue mission. Okay. 44% of players did not support Captain Solano's decision to not inform Starfleet of the Tkon threat. Okay. Alright. 72% of us defied Captain Solano's wishes and told Captain Riker about the stolen shield algorithms. Of course, I mean, if we hadn't and we got to that ending battle, that would have been much worse. 55% of players, ooh, that's close, chose to let Itasca die aboard the Xaldi. Ten 10% of players chose to destroy the Tkon crystals. That was my hardest decision. That was my hardest decision. I don't regret it. I don't much. I had to destroy them. Otherwise, like security reasons and all. 26% of players chose Commander Ermot as your first officer. Okay. 95% of players chose to make the ultimate sacrifice and have Carter be bioformed aboard the Aphelion. Yeah. He deserved so much better, though. He deserved so much better. 94% of players chose to evacuate the surviving Tkon from the Aphelion. It's the Starfleet way. 21% of players in you had high expectations for his new first officer and one simple request: unconditional loyalty. He had every confidence that you would have his back no matter what and help him restore his tarnished reputation within Starfleet. In that respect, it seems you respectively went out of your way to ignore, defy, or subvert Captain Solano's wishes and orders at every opportunity. I did. I don't feel bad about it either, as you can tell. I'm laughing. I did. I couldn't stand Solano. Like, he made... In my brain, he made every dumb decision possible. 21% of players in you. Or you do so, then you were defiant about when he didn't want to alert Starfleet, and then to add insult to injury, when you purposely told Captain Riker. I don't feel bad about that one. To say Lieutenant Bedrosian was a fan of Jar Rydek when she first arrived aboard the USS Resolute would be an understatement. She had studied the trajectory of her career and used it as a model for her own. So when you faced the admittedly difficult choice of saving countless Elydian lives or protecting her from serious harm, she was stunned when you left her physically and emotionally scarred, and forever altered the course of her career. Considering everything you'd been through together, she was extremely disappointed to discover that you didn't value the friendship enough to confide your suspicions about Captain Solano before confronting him on the bridge. Ultimately, after having endured losing her sight and remained loyal to you to the very end, she was passed over for promotion. Was a bitter disappointment she will not soon forget. I overlooked Bedrosian for promotion for first officer, mostly because of this right here. She needed one more blip. I felt she needed a bit more experience before she became a first officer. I'm sorry. But all in all, we came out alright. Spock! Ambassador Spock was reassured by Jara's caution and concern for her crew during the senior staff briefing on the Resolute. Overall, Spock was okay with us. Commander Westbrook wasn't exactly subtle, expressing his concerns about the arrival of a new first officer, a role he had long envisioned for himself. You successfully navigated his initial abrasiveness, and then to his surprise, chose to follow his advice and use the deflector pulse during the crisis at the space dock, which helped thaw the ice in your relationship. More importantly, Commander Westbrook was disappointed you chose not to confide your suspicions about Captain Solano being bioformed, and was crestfallen when he failed to receive the promotion to first officer he'd sought his entire career. 9% of players and us. Oh, Westbrook, I'm sorry. I am actually sorry about Westbrook. He deserved better. After Jara destroyed the crystals in the Tkonian vault, Tylus was impressed by her humility regarding the loss of life. 2%! 2% of players. After the accident that claimed the life of the previous XO, why does he look angry at us? Is that just default? Impressed. You're willing to confide your suspicions about your confidence was a point of pride for him. Like, everything here is good. Why are we in the red for him? 7% of players. After the Resolute was hit by the bioforming ray, Dr. Duval fully supported Jara's cautious reaction when she gave the order to lock down the lower decks. 26%. Okay. We were in good standing with Dr. Duval. Even when facing certain defeat, Galvin remained defiant to the end after refusing Jara's offer to send help. 17%. That's interesting. Of course, we were in bad standing with Portal. Yeah, of course we were in bad. Portal 6-3 appreciated Jara's empathy when he was overwhelmed by feelings of loss inside the Tkon vault. He was shattered by Jara's decision to destroy the Tkonian crystals in the vault and refused to accept her hollow explanation. I mean, that's fair. I don't blame him in the slightest for that one. 2%. Wow. After Captain Riker arrived at the head of the Starfleet Armada for the climactic battle, he found it odd Jara sounded so impatient. We were impatient? Oh. See, I read that as her, like, kind of bantering with him, and I guess he didn't read it that way. Well, so it said, you took your time, which... That's interesting. Hold on. What's missing here? That's alright. After Lieutenant Commander Chovak warned Jara of the dangers of the warp core breach at the height of the battle, he was impressed by her unshakable confidence. Chovak liked us. Ensign Calloway was somewhat suspicious and more than a little concerned when he discovered Jara lurking in engineering. Despite his obvious animosity, Sidron begrudgingly respected Jara's decision to protect her crew at the expense of the Tkonian lives, but still blamed her for blatantly manipulating Portal 6-3. That's fair. We did kind of do that, didn't we? Alright, let's flip over to Carter. See how our relationships ended up there. Which is why Neely was caught off guard when you insisted on going first during the dangerous hull walk mission, leaving her vulnerable and exposed while you emerged unscathed. Nilly joined Starfleet because she wanted to be part of an egalitarian organization with a mission to promote the greater good. So she had mixed feelings when you lived up to those ideals, when you refused to torture the Tkonian prisoner aboard the Ophelia, but then refused to save Itasca's life. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Itasca was a hard decision. Alright. You seemed receptive to the idea, and Miranda was encouraged there might be a romance aboard the USS Resolute. Of course, it didn't help matters when she was bioformed and turned into a Scion of the Flame, but she did appreciate it when you sent her to sickbay instead of the brig. The final nail in the coffin for your relationship was your refusal to join her as a Scion of the Flame, and her only regret is that Edzelar managed to kill her, despite her every effort to kill you first. Alright, 3%. Okay. What was 19%? It seems I'm in the minority on a lot of this, and that doesn't surprise me in the slightest, playing a Telltale game. Or, Telltale-esque game. Despite being thrust together under desperate circumstances, you found a way to get Major Arminta to rally behind your leadership and unite against a common enemy. You differed in the lengths you were willing to go to gain any possible advantage, and ultimately he made his peace with your decision not to rescue Itasca aboard the Xaldi. Recognizing that, your track record was decidedly mixed. At times, you couldn't resist pushing his buttons, while at others, you made an effort to stay in his good graces. That's fair. I liked poking the bear. I liked poking the bear as Carter. I did. I wanted to see what made him tick. Commander Westbrook was proud of Carter's ability to be a team player and his willingness to offer his honest assessment of a complex problem during the senior staff briefing aboard the Resolute. Carter was generally liked. Jara! Lieutenant Itasca was thankful for Carter's empathy and understanding when she shared her guilt over the fellow soldiers they couldn't save aboard the Xaldi. And Portal 6-3. When confronted with the task of destroying the Aphelion, Portal was glad to hear Carter shared his appreciation for the ship. Yeah, generally Carter was fairly well liked. Yeah, Jara wavered a bit. Oh, but that was fun. I don't regret any of these decisions. Maybe Itasca. I might regret Itasca a little bit. Everything else, yeah, if I went back, I would probably do that all over again. Westbrook, I might cut a bit of a break here or there. Solano, no, fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck you. Otherwise, yeah, I'm happy with the way this turned out. So, that being said, we're gonna cut back. This has been a fun time in a Star Trek game. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotional roller coasters, and I am grateful for any of you who chose to take this journey with me. Thank you guys so much. If you like this, please drop a follow. I'm going to be doing more narrative games. I'm going to find one to replace this one here shortly. I have a couple on my list that are on my short list, but let me know anything you guys want me to play. But yeah, we will be seeing you guys in the next stream. My schedule is going to be a little hectic. I'm going to find out a little bit more here in a couple of hours, so hopefully I'll actually have an actual streaming schedule I can stick to. But until then, we will see you guys in the next stream, and live long and prosper. Bye, guys.